Hello, hello, brothers and sisters. It's a new week, and we're very happy to bring you our show titled Speak of Africa. We started this show to give you a voice, and we're happy with the way you've responded. This week, we noticed that we've had over 64,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. When we started, we did not know we would be able to achieve such a milestone. A few weeks ago, we hit over 5 million viewers. That also was a great milestone. We are very, very humble, and we'll keep saying thank you very much. We're going to continue working on this show, and we're going to continue improving on it. We're going to bring a lot more stuff to make the show relevant to you. For one, we don't want this show to just be news and laughter. We want to have the kind of news that makes you understand what is happening in the motherland, in Africa. And we also want you to understand the dynamics, the story behind the news. That's what we're trying to do with this show. When we started this show, we did not have a single subscriber. Thanks to you, we're getting more viewers and more subscribers. For the show of today, we want to start by doing some house chores. We told you last week that we're beginning pharmacy professional training. We want to create a university, a virtual university for Africans. For those who are in America, we want Africans to get better jobs. So we want to start offering classes in pharmacy technicians. Pharmacy technicians can train with us. We have a lot of people who will be professors from universities who will be teaching these classes. Okay? They are all trained pharmacists. So they are very, very qualified. They'll be teaching the classes. Later on, we're going to add other subjects, but for now, we're going to concentrate on pharmacy. We're building the infrastructure. We're talking with Canvas. We're talking with Zoom Classroom. We're talking with Google Classroom. And we're building a robust website which will serve as the infrastructure for our online learning experience. So we're inviting you. The classes are going to start in June. So if you're interested, call me and subscribe, register for the class. Okay? My number is 301-760-0335. So go to this website, pharmacyprof.com, and register for the classes. Call. Act now. The classes start in June, so you want to get a position quickly. We know a lot of people will be attending these classes to improve their lives. So we don't limit the training to just pharmacy technicians. We are also looking at pharmacy graduates. Some of you have graduated from schools of pharmacy in Nigeria, in France, in Britain. You are planning to come to America and stay. You want to work as a pharmacy in America. Unfortunately for you, we have bad news. America will not let you practice as a pharmacy when you get here. You have to go through a lot of training, passing equivalency exams, before they will let you take the pharmacy exam and practice as a pharmacist. But we can prepare you to do all of this. Yesterday, two guys were telling me that, oh, Prince Ojong, something you did not think about when you started talking about this pharmacy training is English, a test of English as a foreign language, TOEFL. I wrote TOEFL back in those days twice. I know I did very, very well. But some people are having challenges passing this TOEFL because they are foreign students. We're going to have English professors to help you with the TOEFL. So don't worry. If it involves academics, we have the people who are going to help you pass these exams with flying colors. Okay? For the news of today, it looks like a lot of Africans and their Muslim brothers are assembling in Banjul, Gambia. Why? Because the Muslim world is voicing their discontent with what is happening in Gaza. Israel is killing a lot of Palestinians in Gaza, and the ICC does not know what to do about it. They have been thinking about declaring Benjamin Netanyahu as a war criminal, but because of pressure from American politicians, they are holding their fire, so they don't know what to do. But the Africans and the other Arab leaders have decided that enough is enough. All the mass graves that have been uncovered in Gaza show that Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal. So, as much as we say African dictators should go to the ICC, people are thinking that Benjamin Netanyahu should be taken to ICC. It looks like Benjamin Netanyahu is even afraid, because he's really afraid that they will take him to the ICC because of his crimes. So he's lobbying his friends in America to make sure that this doesn't happen. So this is what is taking the focus of the Newsweek in Africa today. A lot of Africans are in Banjul, Gambia to meet. It's a Muslim summit. You should understand that the Islamic religion is very, very big in Africa. A lot of Africans are Muslims. So this is where the attention of the world is. They are talking, they've had enough of Benjamin Netanyahu's genocide, and they want to take some action. So this is going to have a lot of repercussions on Israel. Israel may not really realize this. It's going to have a lot of repercussions because Israel depends on Africa a lot. And when you look at Africa, you realize that a lot of those dictators are propped by Israel. Israel props them up. Take La République du Cameroon, for example. Biya's private army. Who trained them? The Jewish guys trained them for money. Eran Moas made a lot of money, blood money, training these people who kill innocent Cameroonians. Yet, you see them in Cameroon praying. Les Sardinats, Biya's CPDM guys, you see them praying after killing people. Take a look at the video with them wearing Biya's dress. Watch it.
Sur la terre comme au ciel, donne-nous aujourd'hui notre pain de ce jour. Pardonne-nous nos offenses, comme nous pardonnons aussi à ceux qui nous ont offensés. Ne nous laisse pas entrer en tentation, mais délivre-nous du mal, car c'est à toi qu'appartient le règne, la puissance et la gloire pour siècle et siècle.
Yeah, they pray, but these are satanic prayers. They pray and kill people. They kill people after praying. So what kind of God-fearing people are these? They don't fear God, but they are praying. So people always ask, why is it that people of Biya, CPD, and Pari are always praying? They pray, but they do evil things, satanic and pagan stuff. That's what happens. And we understand some people were also killed because of earth movement in the north, around Marwa. We feel sorry for the families of those who were killed, and we know that a lot of bad things are happening to them, yet the central government doesn't really care, because most of these governments feel that they are not beholden to the people. Their colonial cabal put them in power, so they're serving the interests of the colonial cabal. Same thing, you see what is happening in Chad. When the coup d'etat happened in Chad, who is to blame? France. Immediately, Déby Itno was killed. His son organized a coup d'etat and took over the country. France did not complain about illegitimate leaders. He accepted Mahatma Déby as president. He came in person to N'Djamena and presided over the installation of Mahatma Itno as president. But you think that somebody who respects democracy will say, oh no, this is not right. But France allowed this transition to happen with his support. Emmanuel Macron was in N'Djamena. Today, you see that the son of Déby Itno, Mahamat, is organizing a fake election. His handpicked guy, who is Success Musra, and other fake candidates. The candidates that are running in this election are not threatening Mahatma Déby. Those who are threatening him, like Yaya Dilo, he killed them in cold blood. So those people that he thinks are not a threat, he's not worried about them, okay? So that's the sad thing, and which is why a lot of foreign powers, they are looking at the oil in Chad, yet the people in Chad are not benefiting from this oil. So you have what I call Russian rascals and money mandarins are scrambling for Africa today. They are trying to recolonize Africa. That's the predicament that we see in Africa this week. The race to recolonize Africa. There was the Berlin Conference. There was the scramble for Africa. Today there's a new scramble for Africa. It's really sad. Africans can never learn. Today we're here to make a case against the nation state, the current political dispensation in Africa. The nation state is a failure. In Africa, most people do not identify with the country. They identify first with their family, next their clan, the region, before the country comes last. So people always look at their ethnic group, their family first, then the ethnic group. So we have to change all of this because it's not working in Africa. After so many years of independence, flag independence, how has it helped Africa? It has not helped Africa, okay? So what we see in Chad is a joke. It's a charade, but the game is on. It's like a play. Am I watching a play by William Shakespeare again? That's what it appears to me when I look at what is happening in Chad with Mahatma Debi. The child is a killer. He's a useless boy, but he's a killer. Next, we take you to Congo DRC. This week, we understand that Felix Tshisekedi's government is investigating a Catholic cardinal, Cardinal Fridolin Ambongo. Why? Because this cardinal, who is very close to the Pope, made critical remarks about the government handling of the crisis in the eastern part of Congo DRC. Felix Tshisekedi does not want to be criticized. The cardinal was just telling the truth about the weakness of Felix Tshisekedi's government. For so long, he has not been able to marshal state forces to fight the M23 rebels. He keeps making excuses and complaints and complaints. Oh, je vais faire la guerre à Paul Kagame. Après l'élection, est-ce que tu as fait la guerre? Oh, I'm going to declare war against Paul Kagame when I win this election. Now, have you declared war against Paul Kagame? How can you declare war against Kagame, who is a war-hardened guy? You have no war experience, and you think you can declare war against Kagame. That's just careless talk. So when he is trying to investigate a cardinal, we think he's making a big mistake. He says he's a Christian, but we think this guy was not even qualified to be president. He was handpicked by Joseph Kabila, and now Joseph Kabila has not found a way to come back to power. Felix Tshisekedi has won another fake election. This time he thinks he's a legitimate president. But what's he doing? By picking a fight with Cardinal Fridolin, he's picking a fight with the Catholic Church. He's picking a fight with the world. He's going to lose a lot of popularity. So if he had any political capital, picking on this Catholic cardinal is a big mistake. I don't know who is advising Felix Tshisekedi, but his advisors are terrible. They are useless. Okay? How can you be picking a fight with a big institution such as the Catholic Church? It's like you're standing in front of a big train that is moving, and you think you can fight the train. Come on, Felix Tshisekedi. He's always making mistakes. First, he thinks he can make friends with the people in South Africa. He can make friends with Kampala. All these people disappoint him in the end. Then he doesn't know where to turn. Boy, you need to learn what to do. So, but this week, we also saw soldiers from Rwanda and M23. They killed a lot of refugees in the camp. So the international community is looking at this, but how many more people have to die in Congo DRC? How many more innocent people have to die in Congo DRC before the world does something about it? The colonial masters have been saying that, oh no, we're tired of Felix Tshisekedi, and we're also tired of Paul Kagame. They need to do something about this fight. What are they doing? Nothing. It suits their colonial interests. When they do nothing, it is possible now for the blood diamonds, the blood minerals, to be transported from Congo DRC to Rwanda Then from there, they find their way to the international community in the West. So it's a game in which Africans are dying, but the Western guys are making money. Okay? They're making money, blood money. Blood money. A lot of people are dying. They are making this money on the backs of the blood of innocent people. And this is why we're doing this show, to bring this to your attention, our people. Okay? Next, we'll take you to Niger. Niger has been in the news as one of those countries in the Sahel where there has been a coup d'etat, and the coup d'etat was to oust Mohamed Bazoum so that General Tiani can take over. Is he really making a big change in the country? We know a lot of Africans are euphoric with what is happening. In fact, today there was a stalemate. The forces of Russia and the forces of the United States of America met in a hangar, but they could not really confront each other because they know that it would be suicidal. They have to look for a way to work things out. So how is this going to play out? Two big colonial cabals fighting each other. What are they fighting for? They are fighting for Africa's resources, Agadez. The common man on the street may not even understand the politics. These people are not good for you. America is not good for you. Russia is not good for you. Some people are supporting Russia. But we have a history of the performance of Russia. Russia is not a reliable partner for Africans. Just look at African history. When the Western guys overthrew Lumumba and killed him, where was Russia? Lumumba was asking for help from Russia. Did Russia help him? No. Look at Egypt. When Anwar Sadat wanted help from Russia to fight the Zionists in Israel, did Russia help Egypt? No. Finally, Sadat was frustrated and disappointed. He had to just make peace with Israel, even though he did not want it. And the day he went to the Knesset and declared that he was a peacemaker, his people targeted him for death, and they finally killed him like a dog. So Russia is not really a reliable and faithful partner. Russia just consists of a bunch of rascals. Russian rascals who come in, take up what you have, then run away. So the rascals don't really have a plan. And when I mean Russians are rascals, I don't really look at them like people who can really think big, come up with a plan to secure a partner. So when most of these powers in the Sahel, like Niger, General Tiani, are relying on Russia, in Mali, they are relying on Russia, I just laugh. Because this is not really going to be a solution. Mark my words. Eventually, what's going to happen? The Western cabal is going to organize another coup d'etat against these generals who have just taken power. And they're going to derail this revolution. So this is why it looks like Africa will move one step forward, two steps backwards.
Tired of waiting in long lines at the emergency room or your doctor's office? You should be. Why wait in long lines for care? It's time for you to come to Lucille Urgent Care. Real care, no waiting. Lucille Urgent Care, the best place for true and loving care. Service at Lucille Urgent Care is convenient, fast, time efficient, affordable, accessible, transparent, and cost effective. Royal treatment is your right. Indeed, it's not just a privilege or pejorative. Skip the emergency room's long lines, kiss the ER goodbye, say farewell to your old doctor's office, pay less, save time, enjoy the excitement of convenience, receive immediate treatment, get the healthcare you need quickly and affordably. Lucille Urgent Care offers many express services: rapid COVID-19 testing, on-site prescription, preventative lab services, imaging and x-rays, urgent medical treatment for common illnesses and injuries, routine vaccines and flu shots, work-related injury services, pre-employment, occupational, annual, and sports physicals, immigration exams, and much more. Same-day treatment, rapid lab results, extended hours, weekend hours, no appointment necessary, no insurance necessary, no doctor necessary, walk-ins accepted, telemedicine available. We are open 7 days a week with evening and weekend hours. We are located in Maryland, Lucille Urgent Care, 903 Half York Road, Towson, Maryland, 21204. Website, lucilleuc.com. Call at 443-275-1286 or 301-593-4897.
So we can never really move ahead. And I take you now to a video that one of you sent to me about Nigeria. Because Nigeria is also going through the same thing. The country takes one step forward, two steps backward. And in this video, this old man was just singing, talking about transitions in Nigeria, starting with Azikiwe up to present day. All those guys who have ruled Nigeria. They take a step forward, two steps backwards. So listen to this guy for a moment. To us. It has to do with Chief George Thompson with a fish farm. At least we see a politician who is using his resources to do well for his people. The video is really nice and we'd like to play it so you can watch and see how a rich person, instead of stealing the resources, because in Nigeria, all these governors, when they make them governor, they go there to steal. So everybody knows about this. They steal and steal and steal. Then when they are coming back home, the people organize a party to celebrate them. These are thieves. So to become a thief in Africa is a big deal. You have to be celebrated. In the Western world, you have to do something better for your people before they can celebrate you. So let us celebrate Chief George Thompson.
This is Intervlog. We are here once more to show you one of the largest fish pond I have seen in my life. This is called Mega Lake Farm, Port Harcourt River State in Nigeria. The fish pond is owned by a very smart chief, known as George Thompson Sekebo. He is a rich man. He's not a poor man. But instead of him doing that, he takes about sustainability. What is he going to do to save the society from hunger? And he decided to join into famine because he has the capacity and the capability of doing that. In his lake, he has about 26 million fish everywhere. This is the type of fish pond we see in Indonesia, China. Sometimes we see it in Japan, and he has brought it to Africa, which is very good. And he makes money. And the more he makes money from his fishing, he expands his farm. With him all the time is his wife. His wife is the one in charge of the farm, meeting people as well. They are working together. And that is the reason I say two heads are better than one. They have achieved a lot of things here. There are many people who have money in Africa, but instead of to use it to invest in something like this, they use it to be traveling and enjoying themselves. And this is the reason country and people got poorer. At least in his fish farm, he has over 700 workers working for him. He creates job, creates employment, creates development, and also creates future plan for the next generation. That if all these African politicians, big men, rich men who have money enjoying traveling from one place to another, have ever thought about investing their money in an industry, or especially fish farming, Africa will not be as it is today. For that reason, I give accolade to Chief George Thompson Sakibo. What he is doing is example of good chief that thinks about his people. He has created a job in his family, he has created a job for his village, and also he helped to bring the price of fish down in Africa. Africa is suffering today, but there are a lot of people with money they are enjoying, traveling from one place to another, living high life, whereby in their community there are people who do not have a penny. There are people who do not have a job. Why are you having private jets? Why are you buying a limousine? Why are you buying a Ferrari when your community don't have food to eat? Blade. For some politicians who have money in Africa and also everywhere in the world, if we think about farm, we will have better world in future. No need for you to take your money to enjoy for yourself alone. Invest in something like this. Fish farming is good business. No matter the quantity you produce, people must consume it. No quantity is enough. No quantity is too much. If those people had to use that money to invest in fish farming or poultry or any type of farm that would have helped the humanity, it would have helped the community and also the people in the village, everybody. That reason made me to bring this beautiful fish farming in Nigeria. And it is one of the biggest fish farming I have ever seen. He is rich already and he creates a job. And the job he is creating is making him richer, richer, richer every day. He has now bought almost the whole village because he wants to expand. He wants to expand as much as he can, and he said that he's not doing it because of himself. If 50% of every African leader, either chief, senators, governors, presidents, are thinking like Chief George Thompson Sakibo, things would have been different. And not only in Africa, in the world entirely. Although Europe, if you go to Europe, many people think like him. There are a lot of old people who have money already, but they keep on being in their farm, creating jobs for the people, farming all the time. Because this is quite amazing. You see how the farm is very wide and unbelievable. Every day traders come here to pack fish, to go into the town to sell them, and other sellers also bring new fish to put into the fish pond. He has different fish pond here, and each of them is a lake. This is not fish pond anymore, and he calls it lake because the name of the farm is Mega Lake Farm, Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria, owned by Chief George Thompson Sakibo. A very nice man indeed. Thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much for watching the video of Chief George Thompson. We like what we've seen in Nigeria.
$25,000 to $250,000 per year made easy. Do you dream about making big money? Well, we all do. Imagine joining pharmacy professionals to earn good money. Statistics show that the big pharma industry rules and controls America like a colossus. Do you want to find more details about the hidden gem? Join the Pharmacy Success crew now. Become a pharmacy professional today. Let us train you as pharmacy techs, foreign pharmacy graduates, USA pharmacy students. Learn to earn. We offer affordable online and offline programs. Act now. Browse our website for details, pharmacyprof.com, or call 301-760-0335.
But in Rwanda, we'll remind you of the story of asylum seekers. Already, the hotel is receiving some voluntary asylum seekers. We talked about the hostel organized for asylum seekers in Rwanda. Rwanda signed a diabolic deal with Britain to transfer asylum seekers from Britain to Rwanda. But Rwanda and Britain should be ashamed. You can even see a video that 5 of you sent to us. It shows us the way Britain was receiving African soldiers during the Second World War. They went to Britain to fight for Britain. So Britain receives Africans when it serves their interests. When it doesn't serve their interests, they chase Africans away. But sending Africans to Rwanda is a terrible mistake. What's going to happen to those settlers after a while? That's how they create problems for our people. And finally, we take you to Senegal. Senegal, under President Faye, Bassirou Faye, Diomaye Bassirou Faye, is attending this Muslim summit in Banjul, Gambia. So he's going to focus on a lot of issues. Already in Senegal, we are seeing a break from the colonial cabal of Macky Sall. The people are turning a new leaf, a new government. Then we even see the trade union coming out, This is their first engagement with President Faye. The trade union is complaining about improving the conditions of workers' rights. They have to work for workers' rights. So we think this is something on a good note. So we've been talking a lot about the problems in Africa this week. What is the solution? To us, the solution is for us to make a case against the nation state. The nation state is a European concoction. It's a European invention. So we need to go back to traditional African institutions to come up with a new way to build our country. One Africa, one currency, one people. That's the way forward in Africa. And we have the book, A Case Against the Nation State, which we are coming up with. We are working on that book. The book will be published by Amazon. And you're going to get it. We are editing the book right now. It is written by one of our top journalists, Larry Ojong. He wrote the book, A Case Against the Nation State. We are making a case against the nation state. The nation state has failed, so we cannot really rely on it. After over 60 years of colonialism, what has happened? We've not been able to move forward. So in order for Africa to move forward, we have to make a case against the nation state and come up with something new. And this book is going to be food for thought. So we're going to be the thought leaders for Africa. Bye-bye.
Do you need tax preparation services? We can help. Contact PJ Tax Service, America's only full-time income tax preparers. Like the good old doctor, we do not close our doors after April 15th. In fact, we stay open all year round in order to serve you. We are located at 11207A, Lockwood Drive, Silver Spring, Maryland, 20901. Make an appointment today with Prince Ojong, your tax expert. Call 240-350-1131 or visit us on the web at www.pjtaxservice.com.
Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.